right, we're all done street tuning. My garage installed Kong 2650 Hellcat. We're gonna get it on the dyno today. This is a very conservative tune. We're only on about 14 degrees of timing, but we're gonna run it anyway just to see what it does, and then we'll turn it up based on the results. Just a reminder on the setup. So this is a completely stock engine, completely stock heads, cam. We have headers, we have an ice tank, a front mount heat exchanger, the Kong with the 130 millimeter throttle body, and the 2.35 upper at high elevation, only making about 21 PSI. We've got the car in the trailer now. We're gonna tow it to the site so we don't heat soak. It's pretty hot today up here in the Southwest. So we're gonna get this car to the dyno and see what it makes. We are gonna be dynoing on drag radials, which is known to show a little bit less power. We aired them up though, so it doesn't matter. We'll just see what it does. Just trying to make sure it doesn't spin while we're on the dyno. All right, we're out here outside of Boom Performance. Got the car off the trailer now. We got ice. We filled up the ice box. So the car, we didn't drive the car over here, trailered it just to keep it cool. We got 2 ice bags over here. Got the squad. That's good. All right, everybody, predictions. Remy, what's it gonna make? 1100.
1050.
1050.
1020.
1020.
1080.
1080.
Uncorrected.
I'm gonna say 1030, but we'll see. We'll get it on the dyno and see what happens. Alright, we got the setup here, so they're hooking up the car to the dyno, strapping it down. They have this little room where we can sit and watch so we can see exactly what he sees up there. Got the
1100.
1100. 1100. Remy's stoked. David doesn't seem very stoked, but he's a teenager. He's not very excited about anything. We're gonna be up here. We'll see what this guy makes. Yo. See what it does, yeah. So we did the first 2 pulls. It spun the first time, moved it up to a higher gear. Getting ready to do the next one. So it made 983. We cooled the car down, put ice in the ice box. So we're getting ready to do the next pull. All right, so here we go. Next pull, the car's cooled down.
Bro, it hit it. Oh, let's go. Channel. 1,000, bro. I lost my.
Fuck yeah. What'd we say?
Hey, we said 1,000. Hey, 4 digits, baby. 1, 2, 3, 4.
David did one.
1020.
David won. David got it closest. 1020. Let's do a little debrief post dyno day. So here we have the chart. See if we can get it to focus. 1011, 975. That was the run where the car was cool. We got traction on the dyno. Everything ran fine. I do want to show a couple of things. So there's a little bit of choppiness in the graph. We are fighting a little bit of belt slip. Nothing terrible. I mean, we still saw a good power climb. We still saw good power. But as you can see, there's quite a bit of belt dust here from where the belt slips. So I'm going to reach out to Kong. They do have a dual idler that they've developed that should help with this. I think I'm going to try to see if I can get a little bit tighter. I wasn't able to get it to the last setting here on my AAD on this belt, so I'm gonna get a different belt, see if I can get it really tight, just to see if we can prevent a little bit of that slip for the second one. But I do want to note, we made this power on 14 degrees of timing on pump B85, which is not very aggressive. A lot of the guys that are running boost, similar boost on Whipple setups, who I've talked to, they're running about 17 to 19 degrees of timing. So we still probably have another 50 to 70 wheel horsepower we can get out of this setup with just additional timing, no more boost, no other changes, which is really impressive. This car really only has the blower, throttle body, some cooling mods, headers, a colder intake, and that's about it. So to be close to 1100 horsepower is going to be pretty cool. I do also want to note this, I can probably gain some power by making sure I get an intake that's 130 millimeters instead of 127 like my Bwoody is now. I might have to do something custom. There's not really something that fits. Motorworks makes one for the Trackhawk, and I don't believe that fits this engine base. So I'm gonna likely end up making my own custom cold air that will be 130 millimeters to match my throttle body opening. But regardless, really impressed with the car. It's really fun. It's rowdy on the street. Those new tires really do help it hook, the new 315s, and just looking forward to actually getting some runs once we do the final dial in. So we'll likely retune, do one more dyno pull. So I'm street tuned by somebody remotely. I just used a dyno here to baseline my numbers. So I reached out to my tuner. We're gonna turn it up a little bit and see what it does. So stay tuned.